welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan Jarris. I'm an Etsy shop owner of 6 years. I'm also on Amazon and Shopify. I have an e-commerce background where I worked for Zappos and Zulily. My whole background is in business, and I live in Southern California. I'm married, I have 2 kids, and I've developed a process to consistently get sales of $30,000 to $40,000 a month after month, year after year on Etsy, and now I'm teaching others how to do that for themselves. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about specific ways in Q4 to raise your average order value and to scale your overall revenue and your gross margin dollars. The process of raising your average order value is really important. It's exactly how I've gotten my hourly wage when I'm working on my Etsy shop from $25 an hour to up over $100 an hour. On some items, I'm making $180 an hour while I'm making them. You guys, this is why your average order value is so important. Your time is money, and focusing on this is going to scale your sales, your revenue, your profit, and your hourly wage so much faster. So we don't want to be selling 1,000 items that are $10 each, right? That's 1,000 customers to deal with. And if you're not dealing with those 1,000 customers, if you're not interacting with them, that's a big problem. That itself is gonna limit you so much. It's much easier to sell 100 items that are $100 each. How would you rather sell $10,000 on Etsy? Interacting with 1,000 people or interacting with 100 people? It's a huge difference in the time, in the stress, and the mental energy that it takes from you. If you're looking to scale big, then you need to get your price points up. It is the number one way to make scaling on Etsy faster and easier. This is a pillar of what I teach. I'm all about this. In Q4, there are some very unique, specific ways that we can do this. So I am going to go through 10 ways right now to raise your average order value in Q4. And make sure you stick around through the whole video, because at the end, I talk all about your Cyber Week strategy. So idea number 1 is family apparel. Now this could be Halloween. We're a little bit late on that. It could be Thanksgiving. It could be, Christmas. It could be for Christmas card photo shoots. Family apparel. So instead of selling like $15 to $20 kids PJs, right? Maybe we could sell sets for the family, like PJ sets for the family that are like $100 to $200. A lot of people consider Christmas PJs or even Halloween PJs as a necessity, but especially Christmas. Oftentimes, kids are growing. They're a new size every year. People get a new set of Christmas PJs every year for their family. And this is really, for a lot of people, for a lot of customers, this has become a necessity. This is something that they consider a need, not necessarily even a want at Christmas time. They see it as necessary as having a Christmas tree. Number 2, the next idea is gift sets. Now, be open-minded. It might not be what you think. It is actually using several items that you already have in your shop, not necessarily coming up with a brand new set of items. So gift sets, combining things that are complementary items within your shop. Maybe you have to add in one more thing that you don't currently carry, right? Like a candle or like soap or something. Maybe you have to add in one more item that you don't normally carry. But the thing about this is that it is one of the easiest way to fit into the handmade category on Etsy. If you want to know about this, if you want to know kind of what the tricks are for doing gift sets in the handmade category, we should talk. This is such a high margin opportunity, and not enough people are picking up on this. So examples of this could be like baby's first Christmas gift set, toddler sensory activity gift set. It could be a coffee lover gift set. It could be a teacher items gift set. It could be a grandpa plus grandma gift set. There are so many ways you could go with this. Even gift sets for like family friends, maybe it's a husband, wife, and a couple kids, a gift set for them, like a family gift. There are so many ways you could go with this. It's a really easy way to drive up your average order value, 1, but number 2, and maybe this should have been number 1, is to make the purchasing decision so much easier for your customer. And that's our goal. That's one of the big keys to conversion, is making the purchase decision just something they don't even have to think about, saving them time in trying to find the right gifts or put together the right, a few small things to make their own gift set. And for our profitable customers, time is money. So gift sets are a really great opportunity for the type of customer that we want to sell to. Now, the next idea might be one of my favorite ideas for Q4. And this is bundling together a large quantity of the same type of thing. And this thing is the right price point and the right type of thing that can be a great gift that shows thoughtfulness, but that is not too personal. And this is the type of thing that you can give to a bunch of different type of people. Now, the price point of this item alone is likely about $15 to $20, $25. We all have groups of these types of people that we need to get gifts for. They are people who we don't know super well, but that we interact with on a frequent basis, and we know we should give them something for the holidays. But maybe we don't know them well enough, and we want to do something more thoughtful maybe than a gift card. And the price point we're willing to spend is like $15 to $25 a person. This could be teachers. This could be your mailman. This could be your neighbors, maybe your cleaning person, maybe the babysitters, maybe your employees, maybe like a group of your best friends. Maybe you have like 6 or 8 friends. So you're going to take what you sell and bundle it as like a set of 5 or a set of 10. Examples of this would be like, selling a set of 10 mugs, right? 10 mugs to a grandma who has, 10 grandchildren. They're all going to be the same thing, but it's a thoughtful gift. It saves your customer so much time in trying to go around to all these different places and find specific gifts for all these different people. Another idea could be like a set of 10 ornaments that you give to, your 10 neighbors. It could be a set of 10 tumblers that you are giving to your 10 best friends. It could be a set of 10 custom keychains or custom pens for your employees. Maybe it could be, a set of 5 thermoses for all of your kids' teachers. Now, the options for this type of gifting are really, really limited. There are not enough options like that out there. People kind of just default to a candle or, a plant or Starbucks gift card or something like that. But there's a huge opportunity here to give customers a way to gift something that's thoughtful, but that doesn't take them a ton of time to go around and think of each specific person and find something very specific to each person. The next way, number 4, is to add gender-specific options to your shop. So a lot of shops are really geared towards mostly girls or mostly boys. Now, this is going to raise your average order value because you are selling to moms, right? Moms or grandmothers or dads or grandpas who are shopping on Etsy, right? Who are buying for their kids. If someone's children are different genders, this is going to allow them to buy more of their gifts in one location, which is exactly what moms and gift givers are looking to do. If your shop is really all about girls, add a boy option or a gender neutral option, and vice versa. We want to make it easy for gift givers, especially moms, to do more of their gift shopping within one store. Parents and grandparents, they're always trying to make the gifting kind of level equal for each child. So if they can get multiple things for one child from one place, they would often prefer to do this. It is saving them time and energy and effort. And by adding additional genders or gender neutral items to your shop, it will increase your multi-item orders. Number 5, make sure that if you are a print-on-demand shop, or maybe you're not, but you sell a lot of t-shirts or tank tops, shift to sweatshirts. Think about this, just as many t-shirts that you were selling, I want you to have just as many sweatshirt listings or jacket listings, layering pieces. This will drive your average order value up twice as high as it was in the summer months. Number 6, I want you to upsell as often as possible with gift wrap. Even if you already do nice wrapping and maybe package your orders like a gift, I want you to upsell with gift wrap. I recommend offering like a Christmas or holiday themed gift wrap option. You can have it as a variation in your listing. You will see higher conversion on it if you do it this way. Or if you are already utilizing the maximum variations, you could always have it as an add-on option that you link as a separate listing linked within the description of the item. I think $6 to $9 is a great price point for gift wrap. It really depends on the price of the item itself. A higher price point item, you can likely charge more for gift wrap. If an item is only $15 to begin with, maybe you want to charge only $4 or $5 for gift wrap. Consider adding a photo of what the finished gift will look like with your gift wrapping option. Having that photo in the listing will really increase the conversion of the people who choose that option. Number 7 is expedited production fees. I've talked about this in previous videos, but what I really want to point out here about raising your average order value in Q4, we want to be taking advantage of those last minute shoppers. I know how that sounds, right? Taking advantage, but really, When you're doing a rush order fee or an expedited production fee, make sure you're charging for your time. Have the fee be a different amount based on how much time that item takes for you to make. The thing I want to point out in this video specifically is that you need to make it super obvious in multiple places that this is about expedited production. Always clarify and double clarify that this has nothing to do with the shipping speed or the transit speed. Make sure that you kind of hammer home that the shipping speed will be determined by the shipping method they select at checkout. People oftentimes get this mixed up where they think they're paying for expedited shipping when they really selected expedited production. It might mean that your shipping time frame is like 2 weeks, but now you're going to ship this item in 1 day. And they think that it covers like overnight shipping, right? Like FedEx overnight shipping or something. So really clarify several different places, several different times that this is all about production, that it has no effect on the transit speed. Otherwise, you are going to welcome just absolutely crazy people into your life during the holidays, and it's such a headache. So if I can save you that with this advice, make sure that you are communicating this very clearly in the right way at the right time to your customers. Now, number 8, a great way to raise your average order value is to sell sets that include a few housewarming type of gifts within the set, that they can break that set up and give one to one person, one to another person, one to another person. This is designed to be for people who are going to holiday parties, dinner parties, holiday celebrations, Christmas parties, work parties, maybe the neighbor's house, who knows. Most people have about at least 2 to 3 different types of settings during the holiday time frame that they are going to someone's home or an event that someone else is hosting, where it is an appropriate situation that they know they should bring some kind of gift, right? They don't want to show up empty-handed. So the go-to for this is oftentimes, a bottle of wine or flowers. It has really been that way for so long, right? How many years has the go-to been a bottle of wine or, some flowers? And because it's been like that for so long, I think there's a huge opportunity to offer customers a more thoughtful option. You can provide an alternative for customers who are looking for something just a little bit extra special. So since people go to usually 2 to 3 holiday type of gatherings, I recommend bundling these in sets of, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And these could be like host or hostess gifts, housewarming gifts, party gifts, Christmas party gifts, boss gifts, etc. Now, the 9th way to raise your average order value in Q4 is to literally put a monogram or a name on everything possible in your shop. Now, you don't have to do this ahead of time, but you've got to be willing to do this and add it into your variations. You will find that suddenly almost everything in your shop can look like and feel like a gift or a giftable item when you add a name or a monogram to it. So the thing about this is, your competitors are likely not going to make a shift towards personalization in Q4 just to raise their average order value. Most competitors, especially people who are already market leaders, if they're not doing it now, they're probably not going to add it in. It's interesting, once you become a market leader, you really don't have to be as scrappy. It's easy to become complacent by you just kind of plowing through with your offering for customization as an option. It's going to give you a competitive edge, and a competitive edge that does not depend on having a lower price. It's a competitive edge that actually allows you to raise your price and charge more. So maybe you haven't wanted to do customization before. Maybe you've been resistant to the idea. Well, I would say this is the time, if you are ever going to test it out, this is the time to test it out. It really is. After Q4, sure, if you didn't like it, if you really hated it that much, you can kind of nix it from your shop, not do it again. But if you want to test it, now is the best time, because adding a name or a monogram or a date or an address, anything personal, adding a custom personal touch to an item, it is where the margin is at on Etsy, and it makes things instantly look more like a gift. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is your discount strategy for Cyber Week. It used to be just Black Friday, then Cyber Monday, then Small Business Saturday. Retailers are constantly making up new ways and new ideas for how to drive more sales during this time. So Cyber Week, I do break down the timing for things more in my training, But for the purpose of this and for raising your average order value, I want to give you one idea of a discount strategy that will actually drive your average order value up during this time. And it is, do not do a flat discount in your shop. Do not do 10% off, 15% off, 50% off. Do not do that. Maybe you weren't offering free shipping before. Do not all of a sudden make everything free shipping. Both of those strategies, offering free shipping and offering a blanket discount on everything in your shop, both of those things can actually drive your average order value down, which is the opposite of what we're trying to do. We want to leverage the traffic and the customers that Etsy is bringing over at this time to our advantage. And we want to offer still compelling discount strategies that help them and us, right? So I recommend offering a discount off of a certain threshold that your customer would spend with you. So this threshold, I want it to be at least 50% higher than your current average order value. And if this threshold that you are requiring to meet the requirements for your discount, if it is under $100, I recommend doing a percentage off. So this would be like spend $50, get 25% off, something like that. If this threshold for the order is over $100, then I recommend doing a flat dollar amount off. So this would be like spend $150, get $50 off or something like that. So for example, let's say your average order value is $59 right now. Then I would offer maybe 20% off orders of $100 or more. If your average order value, maybe right now it's only $15, then I might do something like 30% off orders of $40 or more. If your average order value is $120 right now, then I might offer something like $30 off orders of $200 or more. This is a really great way to go. Another way to calculate what your threshold should be would be to take the price point of your most popular item, maybe the thing that sells the most in your shop. Do 2.5 times that price point, because that will ensure that they're not just going to buy 2 of that most popular item. Another thing to consider is if you have a wide range of price points. Let's say you have, tumblers that are $30 and then you sell like straws that are $5. Well, you don't want to just have your minimum threshold be like $35 or $40, because then they're just going to buy the tumbler and like 1 or 2 sets of straws. What we want to do is get them to buy 2 tumblers. So if your tumblers are $30, I might say something like, okay, you're getting 25% off orders of $70 or more, right? Because that at least gets them to buy at least 2 tumblers and then maybe 2 sets of straws or maybe a 3rd tumbler. So you want to think about how customers might try to combine and kind of like jigsaw different products in your shop to meet that threshold. You don't want to make it too easy to hit that threshold. So I hope this was helpful. I do have a video coming up about 10 examples of loss leader to drive up your sales number. This would be especially helpful in Q4. It's going to be very specific examples as well. So I hope you stick around. Please subscribe if you want to be notified when those next videos come up. Thank you so much for being here. Please follow me on Instagram at Dylan Jarris. If you need help, always feel free to send me an email. It's team@dylanjarris.com. And I'll see you in my next video.